guys, you're welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to sew a bishop sleeve. So I have with me here my brown paper, my scissors, my tape measure and pencil and ruler. Okay, so what I have here, we will first draw our basic sleeve. I have a video on how to draw a basic sleeve or how to draft a basic sleeve, and so you can refer to that one too. So this one, you need the sleeve length, and the sleeve length you're going to use is 26. Okay, and then we are also going to, you also need your client's armhole. So the armhole is 17, and so what I have here is 8.5, exactly 8.5. No allowance, or add allowance to it later. Okay, so I'll come here. This is where the shoulder is going to be, and so I'll measure here 4 inches, and we are going to draw from here to come and meet this. Hope you can see very well. So this is it. Then this is freehand. Okay, then we'll come to the sleeve. We are going to add, the sleeve is 9, so that is 4.5, and so I'll mark 4.5 here. Okay, so I'm going to join it from this to the 4.5. Now I will give it a sleeve band, and so I'm going to mark 3 inches for the sleeve band. You can use 2 inches, and so this 3 inches will cut it off, or you can use 2 inches. Okay, so this is it. So before I cut this, I'm going to place it on another brown paper. So I've placed it on it, and what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to mark it straight, you see, and we are doing this because of the band we are going to add to it. Okay, so you can see I've placed it exactly here. Okay, and I'm going to draw it there straight to this point. Okay, so this is it. Okay, and I'm going to place it on it this way too. Hope you can see it well. So, and I'm going to join it this way too. So this is it. Hope you can see. So draw the straight line and this. Okay, so the next time I will take this and put the brown paper aside, the big one aside. Okay, so now I'm going to fold it equally and then cut this off. Okay, now after this, we are going to come here, place our tape measure here and mark 2 inches. You can mark 3 inches or more. Then I'll come here and mark 2 inches also here. Okay, and I'm going to draw a straight line. We are going to draw lines and we'll cut it up to this point, and so this is where we are going to end. You can decide to come here something like this. Maybe you do 1 inch, 1 inch all over, and then maybe have something like this, and then you do your cutting up to this point and do your separation, but I want you to end at this point. Okay, so I'm going to divide this into, you can divide it into 4, you can divide it into 6. So let's say 4, and this is what I'll do. I'll just fold it equally this way. and I'm going to fold it equally again. Okay, so when we open up, this is it. We are going to have 1, 2, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you get it? Now you can decide to fold it again. So after folding it this way, you can decide to fold it again, and then get everything. So you see, so that's alright. Then you open up. So when you open up, you are going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, making 8. So doing it this way, you're going to use a ruler to draw, ruler and pencil or pen or marker to draw your line. Okay. So you see, you draw the line up to this point. Okay, so this is what you are going to do. We'll fold it together again equally, and we are going to get some ½ inch here, or quarter, 0.5 or 0.25 inch here. We are going to cut up to this point. Okay, so we'll cut this out this way to this point. We are not cutting everything off. So this is it. And I'm going to cut it through. We'll cut it all, but when we get to these ones, the others, we are going to just cut it up to this point. You see, like 0.25. This point. Well, you get here, you stop. Okay, so you see, separate. You have it separated this way, you see. Okay, so after you pick the brown paper you made the mark on, and then place it on it. Remember, this is where the mark is, you see. So this is where you have to place it equally. You can use solid tape for it, but I'm going to pin it. And then make sure you spread it very well. Okay, so you are going to spread this out. Create a slit here for our band opening. That's why we have this line there. And so you are going to spread it out. And the spreading depends on how much you want it, how much flare you want it to be. So you can spread it as much as you want. Do you get it? Draw it through, And because we didn't add allowance to this, we are going to add allowance to it. I'm going to add 1.5 allowance here. Okay, and I'll add 1.5 also here. Okay, so you can start drawing. I added 1.5 here, so here I'm going to add, if we don't add allowance here, it will not cost anything, but because of this, I'm going to add 1 inch to it. So this one is like this. Okay, then we'll come here. We are going to draw it through this way, you see. Like this, you see, but I'm going to use this to draw. Okay, so I'm going to measure. What I have here is like 1 inch, so I'm going to add it to it, and I'm going to add, you can even decide to add more. I'm going to add 2 inches to it because it all depends on how much you want it to fold on. So 2 inches. Okay, so I'm going to join the points. So I'm going to cut it out. So this is, so with this, if in case you want to add gathers to the upper part, then it means you're going to add more to it. Or when you are taking measurement for your armhole, you increase it and use it to draw your armhole shape before you place it and then do your division. So I'll take this out and then place it on the fabric and then get my sleeve. Okay, so I've placed it on my fabric and I've folded the fabric into two for the 2 sleeves. So all that we have to do is to cut it out. Okay, so this is it for our sleeve, the 2. So we are going to cut our band and we are going to use this. And the band is 3 inches, so it means you're going to have 6 inches, but we will make it 7 inches because of sewing allowance. So here is it. Okay, so I have 3.5 here, which is okay. And then the band, the wrist is 9 inches, but I'll add, and what I have here is 20, making 10. So I'm going to add 9 inches. I'm going to add about 2 inches to it, or 3 inches, 12. So I'm going to make it 12 and then cut it out. Okay, so these are the bands. I've added stiff to it and folded half on this, same with this one also, folded it. So this is it. Okay, so I'll put this aside and I'll bring the sleeves together. And this is where we did the mark, you see. So I'm going to measure from here to here. It's 9.25. So I'll also measure from here to here, the same 9.25. Okay, then I'm going to mark 5 inches here for a slit opening, or yes, I'm going to mark 5 inches. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is it. And I have this for the piping of the slit. I'll just place one here this way, equally this way. So it's going to be like this, and I'm going to create slits also here. So I'm going to sew this all through to this point, then I'll bring it out. So after sewing it this way, you're going to turn it. You just create a notch, you see, get to where the thread is, but make sure you don't cut through. Okay, then you turn it this way. When you do it this way, you iron on top. So I'll fold this part in. And I'm going to trim a bit here. Okay, then I'm going to turn this in. Okay. So after doing it this way, we are going to sew on top like this. Okay, then this is our band also. This is our band. I sewed off a 1/4 inch here, 1/4 inch here. So just turn it inside. So like this, and then iron on top. So after, the next thing that I'll do is I'll put this together this way. And I'm going to measure 1 inch here. 1 inch, 1.5. I'm going to measure 1.5. That's what I added to it here. Okay, and I'll come here and measure 1 inch here. So I'm going to sew, join it to this, sew from here straight to that. After sewing everything together, the next thing that I'll do is I'll open this up this way, you see, and I'm going to gather all this. I'm going to gather the sleeve ends here to be equal with this, to be equal with the measurements I have here. And so I'll just use my needle to gather everything. You complete it small to be equal with this. So I'll do that and show it to you. Okay, so this is it. We have gathered it, and we are going to attach the band to it. So we're going to have it this way. See, and I'm going to sew everything through. To this point, I'll sew everything through. Then after, I'll open up this way, push this one in, You see, push it in and place this on top this way and sew it through. So at the end of the day, it's going to be like this one. You see, so this is it. It's going to be like this. You are going to attach it to your sleeve from the armhole. Now you cannot just wake up and attach. You have to consider where this will go. So this should come to the back of your hand here, and so this one is going to the right, and then the other one will go to the left. Okay, and so this is it. So I'll just pick the right side this way and then attach it to it. Then I'll sew it all through. If there are any excess, I'll pleat it at the shoulder part here. I'll pleat it at the shoulder part here. And so I'll do that and come and show it to you. Okay guys, so here is it. I'm done with it. And I've given it press button here. You can give it bottom and buttonhole. So this is it. So I'll put this on the mannequin for you to see how the bishop sleeve will look like. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. Bye bye.